Is it a good idea to increase productivity by buying a machine? Watch for the things that you have to consider before making such a decision. The Canadian Foundation for Economic Education and the Joint Council on Economic Education present Trade-Offs.
Bobby?
All right, I'm coming already. Wait a minute.
Come on, Bob. It hasn't changed since yesterday.
I want this car so bad it's pathetic.
I still think it's a dog.
Won't be when I own it. I'm gonna get it to Dad's shop and work on it. It's a classic. I'm gonna put in a hot cam, positive traction rear end, run scavengers, mags, metal flake it, really make it slick.
You haven't got a chance.
Sure, it wouldn't be a while till I could afford it, get parts, insurance and stuff, but Dad would help me at the shop too.
You can't even afford it the way it is now. You'll never save $500.
I've already saved almost $400. But someone's gonna buy it before I save the rest. I just know it.
Are you for real? Probably the only person in the world who'd pay $500 for that thing.
You just don't have any taste, little brother. Absolutely no taste at all. This dumb thing won't cut crabgrass. I have to stand here and wear it down.
Hey, patience, my man. Take it easy.
If I did that, the lawn would grow back before we finished.
You've already been working 2 hours.
Well, you know what they say. A little hard work never hurt anybody.
Yeah, except for the people that had to work hard.
Ah, now you're catching on. Oh, by the way, I meant to ask you, did you ever get in contact with Mrs. Weiss?
Well, no, not really. About 4 yards a week is all we can handle with this Stone Age lawnmower.
Oh, that's too bad. I'll tell her you're busy. There's lemonade in the kitchen if you want it, and $5 is on the table.
Thanks, Mr. Sims.
Thanks. Back to that clipping, my man. I must be the only person left in the world with a mower like that.
Dad likes it.
Yeah, but he isn't trying to earn money with it.
Speaking of green stuff, how about it?
Oh, yeah. Here's your money. $1.50. It's all there.
3 hours of raking and clipping just for this?
What about me? I did all the mowing for a measly $3.50.
At least by the end of the week, you've made 14.
Yeah, but that's after going through this kind of torture on 4 different yards. If all I'm making is 14 a week, it's gonna take me another 7 weeks before I have enough money saved for the car. And that's without spending any of it on anything else.
That's what we need.
Yeah, but I can't convince Dad we need one. He just doesn't understand. I could have done this whole yard in an hour.
But I'd still have to weed and clip the edge the same, though, and I wouldn't get done as fast as you.
Look, I'd get done a lot faster, so I could help you with your jobs. We could have done 2 or 3 yards by now instead of just 1.
That'd be a lot of cash.
We could take on more regulars. Mrs. Weiss, the 3 on Kentland. I'd be making $35 a week. Then I wouldn't have to wait so long to buy these wheels. It would only take me 3 weeks instead of 7 to save the extra 100 I need to buy it. Do you realize how cool everyone's gonna think I am when this is mine?
Guess what?
What?
Even in a blizzard, you couldn't be cool in that car.
It's after 3 o'clock. Where you guys been?
Bobby spends all his time looking at that car.
Dad, do I have your permission to smash this thing with a sledgehammer?
What, is it giving you trouble?
You know what I mean, Dad. It's so dumb. It won't cut crabgrass. Takes me forever on the hills. Why can't we get a new power mower like everybody else?
Unlike everybody else, I like to take my time and work slowly. Well, we don't have a big yard here, and, if you remember, I never asked you to do it. I mow it myself. And I do it with that mower. Not just because it's the only exercise I get all week, but because I want to make you miserable.
I know you don't. But couldn't you buy us the mower anyway?
We could mow 10 lawns a week instead of 4. Don't you want me to make $15 a week?
I could get my car in 3 weeks instead of 7.
You know, Bobby, the problem here is this. You got enough saved to buy that mower yourself if you think it'll help business, so why don't you withdraw the money and buy it? Invest.
I need to save my money, not spend it.
I didn't say spend it, I said invest it.
What's the difference? If I take the money out of the bank, I can't get my car soon. Why couldn't you lend us the money for the mower instead?
Listen, you're missing the point, Bobby. Now, if you think that new mower is going to get you more yards and income, well, you've got to give up something, somewhere, in order to get it. Well, you can't expect me to do all the sacrificing.
Well, what about my car?
Look, if I wanted a mower, I'd save for it. Well, I'd have to do without some of the things we need in order to get it. Or I could borrow the money from the bank right now. But then I'd have to make some sacrifices later in order to pay back the loan and the interest.
You wouldn't charge me interest.
But the bank would.
Why borrow from Dad or the bank when you already have enough to borrow from yourself?
But then I'd have to wait to buy the car until after I paid back the savings account for what I took out to buy the mower.
So?
Plus, I'd be losing the interest the bank would be paying me while the money's out. Plus, I'd still be no closer to saving the 100 I need to buy the car in the first place.
That's pretty much what I meant before, Bob. You know, Bob, I don't know how much thought you've really given this. Do you have any idea how much a new power mower really costs? On the average, even?
Well, not exactly. All right, Oscar, let's go check it out.
So you boys are looking for a low-price machine. Well, I'll be honest with you. This is our best buy right now. With all the attachments, the bag here, comes to $109.98, plus tax.
Over $110?
Don't you have anything for around 40?
Well, there is our super economy model right here.
We already have one of these. Thanks anyway.
All right.
Let's go, Oscar. Rotten apple.
And rotten weeds.
No more. Dad's right. 110 isn't that much to invest.
You're just saying that because you're tired.
I'm saying it because it's true. If I don't buy a new mower, I'll have to keep using that. We do 4 lawns regular, that's 14 a week. It'll take me 7 weeks to save for the car. On top of that, I'll probably go insane.
It's weird. Buying a mower when what you really want is a car.
What I really want is to make more money faster. If I take the 110 from the savings account and buy the mower, we do more yards. I'll make $35 a week. I could almost pay back my savings in 3 weeks. That's not counting gas, but it's close. Then only 3 weeks to save the 100 I was short to begin with, and I'd have my car.
I'm not complaining. It'd be great for me, too.
It would only be 6 weeks to wait for the car instead of 7.
And you'd have your own mower, too, which I could inherit.
Which you could buy used.
But what happens if the guy lowers the price in his car? Or you find another one you could buy right away?
I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get anything for a while until I had my savings account paid back. That guy wouldn't lower the price if you were dying. I've already asked him 1,000,000 times.
Well, then let's ditch this stuff at home and go buy the mower if you're really gonna do it.
90, 100, 110, 112. What happens if suddenly a lot of people stop hiring us to do their lawns? I'm dead.
That won't happen.
But what if it does? Who knows what might happen? It makes me nervous. This sure is risky.
Here's your receipt.
Thank you.
Now, don't forget to mail in your guarantee. You can wheel it away right now.
Oh, great.
You fix mowers?
Repair, sir? Yeah, you can wheel it just to the back of the store there.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, Bobby, what happens if the mower doesn't work?
Oh, it has a good guarantee. I'm not worried about that.
What happens when the guarantee runs out?
And checks out in Dad's consumer guides and stuff. It's a good mower.
Maybe yours is a lemon.
Will you stop? Start it easy.
Now, you be careful, Bobby. That's not a toy.
Wish I could use it.
No, that's a dangerous machine. I don't want you around it when it's running.
I can handle it.
No. Look, not only is it for your own good, it's for the good of business as well. Well, if your customers see you around that more, they'll stop using you and Bobby. Well, they can't afford the consequences of you getting hurt in an accident.
How about if I just mow over there?
N-O. You stick to your clippers.
I could do that lawn in 10 minutes.
Never mind. I'll take care of it myself.
With a hand mower, Bobby and Oscar could do 4 lawns a week. With a power mower, they could do 10 lawns a week. The power mower increased their productivity. What did Bobby have to consider before investing in the power mower? He had to think about getting enough new business to earn enough money to pay back what he would have to spend for the power mower, plus the interest he would lose on his savings, plus the gas he would have to buy for the power mower, and still have enough money left over to get his car sooner. Bobby figured that he could increase his business enough to do this. So he used his savings to invest in the new mower. A machine like Bobby's power mower is called a capital good. Investing in capital goods is one way of increasing productivity. Investing in capital goods has the advantage of possibly helping you make money sooner. Investing in capital goods also has disadvantages. One disadvantage is the risk. You can't always be sure the investment will pay off. Investing in capital goods also requires savings. If you use your own savings to invest, there is an opportunity cost. You can't use that money for other purposes, and you lose the interest you could have earned. If you borrow the savings of others, you must repay the loan, and you have to pay interest on the money that you borrow. In deciding whether or not to invest in a capital good, you have to compare the disadvantages with the advantages. Will Bobby's investment pay off? Do all investments in capital goods pay off?
Come on, Mom, let's go. The bank closes in 10 minutes.
Oh, wait a minute, Bobby. I want my umbrella.
Doesn't Dad have to sign when you get the car?
No, he had an appointment. Mom can sign. Come on, Mom. 30 seconds has just gone by.
Bob, stop.
Your day has come, my beauty. You just stay right there for 20 minutes, and I'll be back to take you home with me.
Come on, Bobby.
Hey, Mr. Sims, I'm going to get my car.
Oh, that's great, Bob, and just in time, too. I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you back to every other week for mowing my lawn.
Oh? What's happened, Bill?
Well, I got laid off for a couple of months. They installed some computerized typesetting equipment down at the plant, and with this equipment, you get more work done, so everybody got more work done until there wasn't enough for all of us to do. I was hired last, so they let me go first.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Gee, that's too bad. Mom and I better go, though. Have to get my car.
Okay, you go ahead. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Mom. All right.
think you're crazy to want a car like this. It's your money, though.
It's a classic, Mom.
It's a dog, Mom. He got gypped.
Where's Dad?
He's not home yet.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Dad, what do you think?
That sure is a classic, all right.
Look at the chrome, look at the fins, the way it flares out. Beautiful.
Hey, Bobby, you better take it down to the shop and get Tony to put a little primer on that bare spot, huh?
Yeah, sure, Dad. Look at the seats.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Oscar.
Look at the seats.
Hey, Bobby, look, I know you're excited, and I'm really happy for you, but there's something I gotta talk about to your mom so I can get back to the bank tonight. The manager's waiting for me. Say, maybe you guys should be in this, too. I don't know. It sure affects all of us.
Okay, Dad.
It's a dog. Look at that.
You guys know what a frame alignment machine is?
No?
Sure. Straightens cars that get wrecked.
That's right, Bobby. And that machine certainly will add to the shop's business. And right now, I'm afraid I have to do just that. I figure I can generate 20 to 25% more business and income in the first year alone. And the loan officer agrees. But the problem is it's going to cost us a fortune. If I go ahead and buy it, well, we'll have to use up most of our savings. And of course, we'll lose the interest on the money that would have been in the bank.
No vacations for a while.
In fact, generally speaking, we're going to have to tighten in on some of the things we've been looking forward to having.
Will we still be able to finish upstairs?
Not for some time.
Why can't we?
Because I'm telling you, we're going to be using up most of our available cash.
And your father still has to borrow $10,000 from the bank.
When are you gonna have to pay that back?
Over the next 5 years. Well, that's going to be some time, you know, the family making sacrifices.
It only took me 3 weeks to pay for the mower. But 5 years? Wow.
Hey, Bobby, it's not as bad as all that. Well, will it attract more customers? Well, every job will come in the front door and out the back door and drive away. Yeah. That new machine will be real good for us.
I don't think machines are so great. Look at Mr. Sims. He got laid off because of machines.
That's true, and it's too bad. But don't blame the machine for everything. Your dad's frame straightener will bring him more business. Then he'll be able to hire new employees. It works both ways.
So, what are you gonna tell the bank, Dad?
I knew you'd ask that question. I haven't decided yet. Look, the question is it worthwhile to give up what we want now and in the next 5 years for what we'll get later?
The content of trade-offs was developed entirely with funds from a consortium of 46 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds for trade-offs were provided by these foundations and corporations. This program was produced by the Filmworks for the Ontario Educational Communications Authority. Animated segments produced by Goldschall and Associates, under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television.